What's up, everyone? It's Execution 99 here with NBA2K21. I'm about to start my MyLeague with my Orlando Magic. Many of you who know me know I'm a big Orlando Magic fan, so every year with NBA 2K, I always got to take my Orlando Magic through a MyLeague or association or my GM or whatever it's been called through the years. When the Magic are good, which hasn't been for a long time, try to keep them in contention, see if I can get them over the hump and finally win that championship, or as is the case right now and for the last few years, seeing if I can rebuild them and turn them into a contender again. And as we know right now, the Orlando Magic are kind of in like a no man's land right now. They get to the playoffs but aren't really contenders, so they're just kind of like in that middle ground right now. So I'm going to see what I can do. I have plans on how I want to build a team and what I'm going to be looking at for this year. This is going to be a Right now, this is going to be a current gen on Xbox One. I don't have the next gen yet, so I may be starting a new My League when I get the new Xbox, which I don't know when that's going to be. That might be as soon as tomorrow, or it might be whenever. So I don't know. We'll see how long this current gen My League is going to run. So let's go ahead and get started. My League, current NBA teams. We're going to start in the regular season. And let's go ahead and do our setup options here. So I'm going to keep the season length at 82 games. What I like to do is I will play some of the games manually. Obviously not all 82. That'll take forever. But usually I probably get about 20 to 30 manually played games in. I play a few games at the beginning of the year to kind of get a feel for my team and what it's going to be like. And then from there I'll kind of start simming and playing manually the really important games that might have impact for me with my playoff seeding and stuff. So playing teams that I'm close to in the standings, things like that, or if I start going on a losing skid through a sim, I might stop it and play the game to see if I can pull my team out of it. And I do like to play 12-minute games. I know that's a long time, but I get really into it, and I like the length of feeling like I'm playing like a real full game. Everything else I like to keep pretty much the same. I don't really like to touch anything. Best of 7 all the way through the playoffs. I'm going to go ahead and keep this stuff on here, so automatic league expansion if it gets voted on. I keep all this stuff the same. I don't like to tweak this stuff that much, really. Injuries will be on. Roster injuries will be off. So I kind of go back and forth on that year by year if I want to use the roster injuries or not. But I know for myself personally, as a Magic user, I want to use Jonathan Isaac. And I know just as an NBA fan, going 2 years in a row with the Warriors not having full strength and everything, I'm just going to go off, pretend it's a, alternate universe where those injuries didn't happen. And at least let us start with those guys. Keep all this the same. Gameplay difficulty, man, I've been going back and forth this year. It's been really tough in my practice games and everything. Trying to play on Superstar, I'm having a really hard time with the three-point shooting. I'm talking about less than 10% going in difficulty. But when I play on All-Star, it's just too damn easy. I played a game on All-Star the other night, blew the computer out by 30 points, wasn't even close. Superstar at least gives me a challenge, and I'd rather have a challenge to work towards than to just be blowing teams out right off the jump. So, and I don't like to tweak sliders and everything. It gets so complicated trying to go through and tweak sliders and everything. So I'm just going to leave it at Superstar, and I'll see if I can figure out the three-point shooting. Maybe there'll be a patch mid-season or something that'll help me out too. Rest of this stuff is going to stay the same, so let me go ahead and advance it. Select my team. Going to have to pick the Magic. Boom. Advance. And again, this is all going to stay the same. I'm going to be taking care of everything manually. So let me go ahead and advance again. All right, and now we are in My League. First thing to do is draft classes. So I'm going to download a draft class. I do like to try to get realistic draft classes. I know it's been fun historically in the past drafting Dante Exum, Brandon Ingram, Grayson Allen. It's always fun drafting the real people. So obviously this is with the current rookies. So LaMelo, Cole Anthony, all of them are already there. I don't need the 2020 draft, so I'm going to go down and take the 2021 draft. So here we go. Let's go ahead and take that one. Yes, let's go ahead and generate some storylines, make it fun, make it interesting. So, all right, so here we go. This is my 82-game schedule starting on December 6th. I don't think this is actually the real schedule of what the real NBA is going to be, but that's okay. We ain't worried about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we're going to be doing here. So I want to take a look at my roster and talk about what my plan is going to be with my team this year. All right, so here we go. My point guards. I got Markelle Fultz, Michael Carter-Williams, Cole Anthony, Jordan Bone. Going through my shooting guards, Evan Fournier, Terrence Ross. Small forwards, I got Jonathan Isaac, James Enos, Chuma Okeke, and Dwayne Bacon. At the 4, I got Aaron Gordon, Al-Farouq Aminu, Gary Clark. And then at the 5, at the center position, Nikola Vucevic, Mohamed Bamba, and Kim Burch. So that's my team that I'm looking at there. And let's go through my salary cap. All right. So Vooch here, pretty big contract, and I do like Vooch, but I don't know if I like him at this price point. So he's going to be kind of on a evaluate as the year goes on and see how he actually fits in to my plans, because the people that I want to build around are actually going to be, it's going to be, where's my rosters at? Markelle Fultz is going to be who I'm building around. Jonathan Isaac, Aaron Gordon, and Mo Bamba. That's going to be my core that I want to build around, just like I did last year. And then, of course, this year I have the additions of Cole Anthony here at 72 and Chuma Okeke also at a 73. So that's going to be my 6-man core that I'm going to be building around is Fultz, Cole Anthony, Jonathan Isaac, Aaron Gordon, Mo Bamba, Chuma Okeke. I do want to keep Aaron Gordon around. I know in real life Magic fans are kind of split on him. Some want to go ahead and move him. I personally would like to keep him. I think that Aaron Gordon still has a lot of potential and still has an opportunity to thrive. And so I personally in NBA 2K am going to go ahead and keep him here and build with him. So let me go ahead and take a look. So Vooch and Bamba, I might not be able to keep them together long term, so I might be moving Vooch out. But we're going to kind of go ahead and evaluate that as the year goes on, and maybe at the trade deadline, I might be able to take a look at what I can get for him. Evan Fournier is definitely not coming back at the end of the year. I'm not sure that I'm going to trade him because I like that $17 million coming off the cap, so I might keep him for the time being. But I'm definitely not re-signing him. He will not be in a Magic uniform next year. Terrence Ross probably be a good role player to keep around. He's a little expensive, but I think I like what he can bring. But really, anybody that's not one of those 6 is going to be up for grabs. So Terrence Ross can go if I need to make the room. Fultz, I'm definitely going to need to find a way to re-sign. Aminu's definitely going to have to go. Jonathan Isaac, I'm going to have to find a way to re-sign. So these 2 right here, and they're not going to be as cheap as they are now. So that's less than $20 million combined between the 2. I'm going to have to find a way to get the 2 of them back for sure, which means I'm going to have to clear out some of this cap with Aminu down here. James Enos, luckily, is pretty cheap here. Same with Michael Carter-Williams. But yeah, this group here of Aminu, Ross, Fournier, and Vooch might all end up having to get moved out so that I can make room to bring back Fultz and Isaac and build around them. So we'll see how that goes. But I want to go ahead and go into my rotations. Fournier is definitely not going to be getting 38 minutes a game. That's just not, no. He's not going to get 29. Bacon's not getting anything. Aminu's not going to get anything. All right, so I got Okiki and Anthony on reserve. I definitely don't want them there. Let's go ahead and put Enos and Aminu on the reserve list because they're basically totally out of my rotation here. Cole Anthony's going to be my 6th man. Ross can be number 7. Bomba's going to be number 8. Okiki number 9. And Michael Carter-Williams will get in a little bit there at number 10. But here, Birch, Clark, Bacon aren't really going to get much of anything. Enos and Aminu, I don't really have any use for them. So I don't see them getting much, if any, play time. Cole Anthony, though, he needs to be put up. Probably going to look something... Probably going to look something like that. I mean, this isn't going to look exactly like what it's going to be when I actually get into the games because I'm going to be doing manual substitutions, manual rotations, and everything. But that's probably pretty similar to what it's going to look like there. Let's see. I actually might even be able to bump him down a few minutes. I don't want to because I got to worry about simulations too. So that's what my main rotation here is going to look like. Oh, Fultz should not. That's what's going on here. There we go. All right, and then my lineups, different lineups that I'm going to be using. This is going to be one of my main lineups right here that really gets to focus on my core guys right here. Fultz, Anthony, Isaac, Gordon, Bamba right here. This is going to be my one of my main lineups. Not quite my starting lineup because I still got use for Vooch and Fournier. At least I might keep them for the full year to give Bamba and Anthony some time to actually develop before I throw them into the starting lineup by year 2. But right now, I'm going to keep Vooch and Fournier in the starting lineup. But this is going to be a lineup that gets a lot of play time here with these main 5 right here. Let's see my defensive lineup. I'm going to get Chuma in there. Get Isaac playing the 4. And then I like this as at the backcourt. Michael Carter-Williams, I like him on defense. 3-pointer. This is going to be kind of a fun group too. This is going to be where I run 3 guards. And then actually have Aaron Gordon in as my power forward for that. Free throws actually what I'm going to be running for my end of the game. So I want Carter-Williams in for some defense. And then Isaac and Bamba in for some defense. Tall. Use 2 centers and put Aaron Gordon down to the 3. That'll help me get some mismatches in the front court. And then my whole second unit, I'll have Cole Anthony leading the second unit, but keeping Aaron Gordon in there. And that's what my different on the manual rotations are going to look like. My second unit here, led by Cole Anthony and Chuma Okeke. Going to have a strong front court lineup. This is going to be my main lineup that I play, bringing Bamba and Anthony off the bench to start running guys. And then my defensive one here, Isaac and Bamba. down in the post on defense are just, they're a mess down there. They cause havoc. Um, Three-pointers with three guards here. My best three-point shooters are going to be Fournier and Ross. Maybe design some plays for them. And then my end of game has some guys that can shoot free throws and some other guys that can play some defense. So that's going to be what I'm looking at for my Orlando Magic this year. So I am going to be moving this on Superstar. I know the three-pointers are going to be hard, but I think that just means that I'm going to have to find other ways to try to overcome and try to win. I like the challenge of doing that instead of playing on All-Star and just running teams by 30 points a game, because that gets old. So anyway, this is what my Orlando Magic MyLeague is going to look like, and we'll see if I can successfully rebuild this team into a contender out of this kind of like middle ground mediocrity that they're kind of in right now. So until then, I'm looking forward to sharing my story, sharing the sharing the progress of my team with everybody. So until then, this is Execution 99 for NBA 2K21.